Hi, Math 257, and this is your preview assignment for this module. And the first day of this week, we are going to be talking about classifying quadrilaterals. We've been talking a lot about attributes and things like that, and we're going to apply that to quadrilaterals. So this is rated a yellow activity, so it's about average difficulty. The tricky part for some people is just remembering all the attributes and which belong to the one above it and which do not. And that'll make more sense as we go through this. So quadrilaterals, you're going to have to know what they are, four-sided figures, and then also the standards that they relate to. You'll notice that it's third grade that we start talking much more specifically about these things, and fourth grade. So we'll be talking about a bunch of different shapes and their attributes, and then you will be doing an activity on Desmos that will help you come up with all the attributes and fill in this foldable for parallelograms, rectangles, rhombi, squares, trapezoids, and kites. And you'll put in the attributes and make an example as well. So specifically, you have to be careful with trapezoids. We're going to use the definition that's on the left-hand side, where a trapezoid is a quadrilateral with exactly one pair of parallel sides, instead of the other one where it's at least one pair of parallel sides. And that makes a big difference on how you organize your quadrilaterals. Also on kites, there's two different ideas about this as well. We're going to use the one on the left where a quadrilateral has two distinct pairs of congruent adjacent sides, but not the one on the right where it says the opposite sides cannot be parallel. So that's a big difference. We're going to talk about our rectangle squares or our squares rectangles and make sense of that. So that's the first day. I hope you join us so we can complete those assignments in class. If you don't, just reach out if you need anything. Then for the second day, we're going to be talking about interior and exterior angles of polygons. So this one is rated red. A lot of people find this challenging, and I think the biggest reason they do is they're trying to focus on memorizing a formula instead of trying to understand where it's coming from. So interior angles versus exterior angles is an important distinction. Here you can see the picture of it, and then it's going to continue all the vocabulary we learned already with regular and irregular, convex and concave. So we'll talk a little bit about the diagonals of different polygons and pattern blocks to help us understand and make sense of where this formula comes from. And then we're going to look at two different schools of thought, Ryota's method and then Joel's method. So that will be a difference in where these formulas come from and how we can make sense of them. So I hope you're able to join us on this day, especially make sense of interior angles as well as exterior angles of polygons. So there is a virtual manipulative that you'll go through an assignment that'll help you see the exterior angle relationships as well. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in class. Reach out if you need anything.